Choppers is from fucking New York.
Never
Orange
heard.
County. Orange County is where West Point is.
Cereal.
I
Your
know
cereal,
West
man.
Dude,
Your cereal.
can't believe you guys don't know this shit.
I don't. I live in New York, not the other New York.
Cutting out, Laz. I couldn't hear
Shut
a damn word you said. Couldn't hear nothing. Heard nothing from you. I li- uh, 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 uh.
Watch the stream.
There you go. That's a link to their official fucking page.
Alrighty, quiet on the set. Getting ready to go live on the radio.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, and no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news from right here inside Shroud Avatar, 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure and entertainment. Today is Thursday, February 23rd, 2017, here in Shroud Avatar. It is release day. Release 39 is up and active, folks. Go ahead and get your downloads now. As we're out here, lots of great stuff. We're here to cover it. Of course, to celebrate, we've got the man himself sitting here on set with us today. Lord British himself's hanging out.
That's right. Lord British is gracing us with his presence, as well as List Rostov. They are both GMs impersonating players, although I think Lord British has probably adventured more in the game than I have.
I think he's adventured more than probably anybody in the game, going over the storyline time and time again. And that's going to bring us probably to the top news and hottest news out there today. Do we want to go right for the gusto on this one?
Well, did you want to start off with the totally not an exclamation mark?
That's
or quest
exactly
markers
what I'm talking about.
Okay. So yesterday I did lodge a little complaint about the blue markers around everybody a few dozen times. May have dropped enough F-bomb or 20. But Lord British did actually respond to a thread that was started by Leonid Laurel Wreath. And so, do you want me to read it?
Absolutely.
Lord British's statement? Okay. So Lord British did respond, and he says, "Please hear me, my wonderful friends and citizens of New Britannia. First, please keep in mind that we are experimenting with solutions that we believe will help make the game better for me, you, and all. Second, I still stand by the principles I have earlier and often stated that most RPGs have become far too brain dead by standardizing all quests into a spreadsheet format, and arrows on the map and exclamation marks overhead mean that no one actually reads or cares what any NPCs have to say, as it really literally is usually irrelevant. That being said, even for me, who knows the plot very well, our conversation in tasks and journal was proving too hard, even for us internally. So we are exploring aids to help get people over the hump of either not trying the plot because they cannot find it, or not being able to remember what they are supposed to do next."
what he say.
I agree that the blue glow is not an elegant solution. It's neither fictional nor subtle.
Turn it off.
We are now exploring a special animation where people who are seeking your help will explicitly wave at you to basically say, "Hey, you, I have something for you."
Wow.
Turns out that's not easy because we don't want them to wave at everyone at the same or all the same time, but rather just to you when they have something just for you. That requires some special client side only overrides on the fidget behaviors like the nose picking, so that it does not blow their other work, such as pathfinding around or planting crops or whatever else their life calls for. They will be making this new periodic, "Hey, come see me" emote the default mode if it works as he hopes. Oddly, NPCs had something similar already, but it was too infrequent and broadcast to all at the same time, so it failed to appear that the individual NPC was looking for you individually. The blue glow was a test to see if we actually had the data to know and tag people at the start or in the middle of the quest streams. As a test, it mostly worked. Some threads did not show, some NPCs did not have the data they need, but it proved they can make a workable system from where we are. Fear not, Lord British is all over this personally.
Fear not. I am all over this personally. And of course,
Yes.
we love that reassurance.
They will find an elegant solution to help your memory without insulting your intelligence or desire to explore. That gives me warm fuzzies.
I'm telling you, it's great to see, of course, the input ASAP by Lord British on this topic. And again, we were reading the release notes yesterday, and of course, we have a chance to go in and look on the QA. And
On the QA.
As I stated, I didn't think it looked too bad personally, but I believe that the people were going to be up in arms over it, and people have made a statement, and I'd like to see it being approached like this. You specifically said Lord British ain't going to stand for this.
Yeah, well, I mean, because that's 3 years of promises of, hey, we're not going to do this. It's not going to happen. But at the same time, you have to go back to what I also said about some video I was watching where I was talking about questing and getting you to care about NPCs and interact with them on another level, and that really requires uniqueness as far as the NPCs. And we don't have the number of artists working on character art to actually fulfill that requirement tomorrow. It would take them several years to do all of those individual art assets and making every single NPC a unique character. And it's one where you know what, the conversation system is growing by leaps and bounds, especially as they keep on changing things and adding things, and that's one where we actually have to train people that are coming from other MMOs on how to interact within this world, or even in the Ultima universe, because I mean the joke of name job buy or name job help buy, and then that's all you're really doing to every single NPC. There's other keywords that need to be explored. At one point in time, I actually went through every single NPC I could find and actually asked them about the prophecy. And I documented all of that and sent that over to Lum, and that took forever. It's one where it's one where it's like, you know what, realistically, it's like not everybody is a fan of the prophecy. Some of the characters in the world are more nefarious, and it's like I actually talked about like trying to get some of those NPCs to actually sit there and actually try to support the Obsidians and bringing them back, because we do know that we do have bandits that the Owl's Head bandits.
I tell you what, I was out doing some exploring for the pre-release, and I learned some interesting stuff about the Oracle yesterday. But I'm not going to put that out there as a spoiler, and all I have to say is I laughed my ass off when I got this information.
Well, what about the tweet from Richard the other day that I posted in Discord, where he was responding to somebody where it actually had information about the Oracle? Did you remember that?
Which one
and
was
I
that?
screenshotted the conversation because it was early artwork. It was yesterday before the show, so that's a lot of scrolling back inside of Discord.
Don't kill yourself.
No, I already found it. So
okay, even better.
So how about that? So that way it's just that link. So that way we can actually blow that up on screen, because Browncoat Jason did actually have a great comment about, hey, where's this artwork? Where's this ultimate RPG mask in Shroud of the Avatar? Is it on the Obsidian Cultist? Where is it? And Lord British did say that is an early form of the Oracle, and you will meet her full form before the end of episode 1.
Very interesting.
Lord British is saying that he doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
he doesn't know what I'm talking about.
That contradicts information I got yesterday. So,
what'd you get yesterday?
Well, it's a spoiler if I give it away.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is what I will do is while we're getting ready to do this other stuff here, let me drop you a quick message, and I'll see if you know this information.
Full form. Yeah, as you're messaging me in Discord, it's like, yes.
Yep.
Gullion does have the question that he thought the Oracle was made in Sequana's image. I can't remember that. That's actually kind of interesting.
That's what the kobolds told me yesterday. So that's all I gotta say on that one, brother.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not spoiling this for anybody.
Come on. No. Wait. Yeah. No. Don't. Wait.
No. Yes.
Everybody cover your ears. Now go ahead.
I'm not giving this one up. You're going to have to get down there and find this information for yourself.
You have to go down to Skrek and talk to the Guardians, the Kobold Guardians.
Yes. Go down to Skrek and talk to the guy in Skrek Caverns down there. And you will have a new outlook on life running around Shroud of the Avatar. You'll get a good laugh out of it, too. At least I did. So.
Well, you know what? It's like last night I did on the QA server, since I can talk about this now. I teleported to you while you were in Skrek. I had to do the run through Skrek. Then I ended up in Crawl. Was playing around with my airplane emote. Got knocked off of a few carts by.
I have
mobs.
yet to get to the mine cars and do the airplane on the mine cars.
What?
I did not get to last night.
I actually did the entire Skrek.
Hold your hands up.
You have to remember, I only have 353 hit points because I spend most of my time like making teleports and recall scrolls.
Standing on a lot.
And standing on a lot, doing nothing.
Standing on a lot, that's right. The time sink is real.
Yeah, so I made the run from Skrek to Crawl all the way to Blood Bay.
Very nice.
And I will say that the attack cats and the kobold cats and dogs kicked my ass.
Oh yes,
working as intended.
I tell you what, those shock
I couldn't run away.
Those shock
I
monkeys
could not
come
run
in with
away.
the kobolds, man, and it becomes a nice fight, especially if you're down there solo. But Lord British chimed in. I love his comment. Kobolds, what do they know?
That was next.
They know nothing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
They take their lessons from Jon Snow. They don't.
How many times did the clockwork kitty cats kill you, Jack?
Like 7 or 8 times. It was really funny because I couldn't swing. I was on my ass almost the entire fight, if you would call it, because they kept on knocking me down and just killing me. Yeah, so some of those tier 8, tier 9 mobs did quickly decimate me. The kobold destroyers, they decimated me. Yeah, it's no fun getting crit by one guy and having like 20 hit points left.
How did you do, Laz?
I
didn't
got
make
killed
it
a couple times. I was mostly in the secondary part, exploring the city. The underground city the kobolds has is absolutely freaking off the chain. I mean, just taking the time to detail the decoration down there. Well, is that actually Skrek proper? You have to go.
Yeah, you were in Skrek proper.
Okay.
I don't think you didn't make it all the way to the underground research labs. That's Kroll.
Yeah, I was in the underground research lab, but that was quite interesting. Have you fought Krong yet?
Well, I was dying to pretty much everything, so I was more running through it. Yeah.
Damn it! I spit coffee all over my
That's
keyboard.
one big monkey. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes. Yes.
So is Laz ever going to go back there because it's a PvP zone?
Well, no. The only PvP zone is Blood Bay, but you can access it by going through Skrek to Kroll to Kroll.
That's
so
right.
he can get to it by not going through a PvP zone.
I
thought Blood Bay was the
surprised
way
to get down there and find that out. That's right.
So Laz has the opportunity to go adventuring in there again, not on the QA server, but as everybody needs to be reminded, Laz does have a price on his head, and if you are able to kill him and collect his skull, there is 5,000 gold in it for you.
Now remember, skull, hand don't count.
Hey,
You'll take a hand
point.
if you get it. I know you will.
Yeah, at this point, it's like any body part. I mean, it's like I just want to watch people kill Laz just for fun. I'm sorry, I did not take that bounty out on Laz.
Is the one skull that is out there in the world is on the wall
on the piano? On the piano behind you?
No, that's not even my skull. That's just a small odd skull.
Well, it looks like yours. Come on, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Yeah, so
it's too small to be Laz's.
That's right.
What?
But I mean, the new dungeons are phenomenal. I didn't go exploring the other new scenes that were uncloned. On the QA server, I did find it the paver recipes, they were finally added in yesterday. You can purchase those pavers if you are a player-owned town owner and you want to craft some roads. Those are in Owl's Head at the blacksmith. That is the guy standing up in the upper market, in the building next to the guy that buys and sells the armor and weapons. Building next to it is the blacksmith.
Next to Theo.
And the NPC, and next to Theo, building next to Theo, or door next to Theo, and the NPC is named Blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Have you asked him his name?
Why do you think I know it's Blacksmith?
Oh, okay.
Jeez, man, you're killing me.
Just checking.
Now,
seems the cows are getting restless out there.
I know. I think they want to hear the rest of the Release 39 notes that we started covering yesterday.
Yes, a lot more stuff out there to cover on the release notes, of course. And let's get those up on screen where we left off yesterday. Again, one more thank you to Starlong. And sorry, Beric. Love you.
Okay, so yesterday we left off at Traps and Interactions Additions. So with Release 38, they added new traps and interactive functionality to the game, including moving platforms, pressure plates, flame jets, arrow shooters, gas fields. etc. Going forward, they will be adding this functionality to existing maps each release until they have been propagated across the entire game. They'll also be expanding the functionality of our existing interactions and or adding new ones each release. So moving platforms via a switch. Moving platforms can be started and stopped via a switch. This first example of this is the elevator in Upper Fortis. Exploding barrels. They now have exploding barrels that can be used for various purposes, including traps. In release 39, you'll see them used in North Drakfald Spur to trigger the landslide. The landslide, which is a new trap, unleashes a tide of rocks down a mountainside on unwary players. In release 39, you can see it in North Drakfald Spur. Electric damage field. Don't pee on the third rail.
Oh man, fun stuff too.
It didn't do enough damage. I was only getting dinged 20 per tick.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but
yeah,
I got caught in a place down there where if you really ain't paying attention and you forgot which way you came in, you could die trying to find the way back out where all those small shocks.
Yeah.
I hope they make the traps really deadly. You know, some big HP hits.
Everything I've seen so far has been pretty interesting. And again, just that's a cursory run around, but lots and lots of content here, folks. So let's just get on with it here.
The South Fetid Swamp and the North Fetid Swamp, they added the fetid pools in those scenes that are poisonous. Out in the South Longfall wetland, there's an area of quick mud here that swallows players down, much like quicksand.
Mud. Yes, I like
quick
that
mud.
one. I haven't seen that one yet.
It's probably similar to the Blood Bay water that's dirt colored. Resolute Sewers, they added a fire arrow trap to the bandit treasure room, triggered when you open the door. Out in Sultan Sewers, fire spouts traps were added within the trash fire area. Out in Selenia Catacombs, the compound fire arrow trap lies in wait within one of the corridors of that scene. Out in the Kingsport Sewers, they added a series of flame spout traps to a hallway, along with a note indicating how to pass through unscathed. That note should be at the end of it, not at the beginning. Out in Upper Fortis, superheated steam leaks from several pipes in the Cobalt area. Look for valves that can turn off some of the leaks on and off. There's now a hate encounter. A new encounter along the Path of Love has been added to Ardoris. A rundown homestead shelters a nasty collection of people spreading their message of hate from the outskirts of the City of Love.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's right.
Hate encounter.
Hate. Spread hate.
Otherwise known as they're actually really loving.
Not there.
Very, very loving. It's called herpes. The siege conversation improvements. The guard you encounter in the siege scenes who instructs you to destroy the catapults now warns you that this is the
Like you said.
only for the strongest of adventurers, and also speaks of the side path alternative that is only lightly guarded.
Lightly guarded.
Yeah.
Should I say
yeah,
some
right.
people's idea of lightly guarded and other people's idea of lightly guarded are two different things?
Dude, seriously, if you can't make it on that side path around, I can do it at level 0. Seriously. If you go the wrong way, you end up in the friggin' camp. But if you go, when you're coming in from the overworld map and you go take the path to the left and then you follow that path, you'll end up at the cowering mercenary camp and everything, and you just exit out that way. If you go the right path, that takes you right into
That's it. Just
some
give
bad
everybody the
boys.
secrets.
Sorry, secrets. Spoiler.
Or you can just go to sodamap.com and look at the map and see it yourself. It ain't that hard.
Yeah. Brittany Neighborhood Connections, they swapped out all the individual wagons and balloons for list teleporters, which provide direct access to all other Brittany neighborhood scenes, as well as Novia, trying to get rid of all 150 different wagons.
I didn't get a chance to go check that out yesterday. I have to go do that today.
Yeah.
I did get into what looked like an elevator, but I couldn't get to ride it.
You forgot where the power switch was?
It was dark.
Oh, okay. Being dark and alone in an elevator. Did you wet yourself?
We won't talk about that. All I can say is I had a good time.
Okay, so Brittany neighborhood. Out in Brittany Castle, the castle interior is now heavily defended with the addition of many guards. The Ardor's palaces, they now have custom thrones instead of using the pledge reward thrones. The Canyon Siege was actually added in release. This Hill Siege was added in release 38. Run was delayed while they completed the building of the Run ruins. That completion did not happen until close to the end of this release. That would not have given them to do all the time of NPC placement and resource spawning, so they decided to wait until release 40 to push this to live. A crap ton of scene bug fixes.
And yes, there is a long list of scenes that they touched and fixed bugs in, that thanks to you guys out there reporting all this good stuff. And of course, keep that up. Don't forget about the tip program.
That's right, Justin.
Now,
For
this
just
one,
the tip, if you
they're
report
killing me
25
on
bucks,
this one.
that's the first.
They're killing a lot of us on this one, and I understand that.
With player housing?
Yes, I understand the reasons behind it, but we were really looking forward to it.
Are you referring to the strike through for the ability to rent rooms in a player
That's
home will
right.
start to become available to homeowners?
That's right.
Stricken through, so not going to happen anytime
Not
soon.
gonna do it. Not this release.
Wouldn't be prudent. Additionally, the Shogun bundles will come along online as they continue to expand other water placeable houses and our Shogun line of houses. There are a crap ton of Shogun assets on the add-on store. Just go buy them.
Go buy those assets.
Yes. Decorated lot and decorated basement moving and saving, aka the magic movers. Players can now save a fully decorated lot or basement to their local bank and reload it later onto that same lot or onto a different lot in that same scene, as long as it is the same size. Players will start with 5 slots, and in future releases, they will be able to purchase more for gold crowns. And also, in a future release, they will expand that feature to allow movement of a fully decorated lot or basement between separate scenes for an as of yet undetermined cost.
So, is saving the lot a manual process?
What's this?
I don't know whether or not it affects those people that don't know how to pay their taxes on time.
Well,
What is the manual process?
Should have
Do I have to,
and that's one of my understandings, is that this is going to help for people who don't pay their taxes and their house collapses. If they've saved it, I'm guessing they'll be able to just go poof and put it back, hopefully. And
so do you click the lot, and then is there a save feature now?
Okay, so you don't click anything on the lot. The magic mover is actually through the window pane that is in the top right options, the window selector, and then you go to property manager. You have to thank Justin for telling me how to access this thing. Otherwise, I would have no clue.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so that is how you access the property manager. And in order to save that lot, you also have to be in that town in order to access it. So don't forget to pay your taxes, because I have no idea what really happens there.
Now, it's my understanding that we also needed to have this before we
don't
could
have
get
taxes
the
to
room
pay.
rentals.
Taxes, man. It's not April. What's the IRS here? I'm going to talk to those suckers.
Oh, yeah. Yes, this task should be very easy for you. Hold on, I need to open up my journal. Current tasks. So something we haven't gotten to is the new journal system, where they actually have the difficulty related related to things, where it actually gives you a message saying that this task should be very easy for you.
Do not enter.
Yeah, see, and I don't have the part where mine should be telling me that going to the necropolis will kick my ass, but since I've already arrived at the necropolis, I need to push forward, and since I'm in the middle of that quest, it doesn't have the indicator saying whether or not it's too hard for me or not, although it's too hard for my character in the current state. But if only it was related to milling and alchemy, I'd be able to smoke that thing. So moving right back to what we're supposed to be talking about, town blessings. If you're a player-owned town owner, you need to go check your bank and claim your rewards, because there are a bunch of new devotionals. 11
Lord British
devotionals.
Just added a spoiler here.
Oh?
What? Wait.
Coming soon, tasks can be listed outside journals, like paying tasks.
Oh, sweet.
No open,
Coming soon.
Closed pages.
Excellent.
Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Yes. Coming soon.
Coming soon to a lot near you. To a book.
And no blue outlines.
Coming soon. No blue outlines. Coming soon. Led Zepp puts on pants.
No, that's not.
Hey.
That'll never happen.
Don't worry about it.
But yes,
Even
don't
the
forget
sovereign
to-
Lord
Don't worry
Yeah.
about my pants, man.
Put your pants on, will ya?
I can't afford pants.
List gave you a pair. That's right. You don't know.
Yeah,
how
but I don't want
how
to wear
use
them out. I don't have the quotas.
Moving right.
Moving
along.
right along.
So town blessings, don't forget, if you own a POT, depending on the size, you may only be able to place 1 or you may be able to place 15. They aren't going to be involved in the Kabbalists invading your town until release 40, or hopefully. But each of the Truth, Love, and Courage only has a bigger buff to intelligence, dex, or strength. But if you go with one of the other 8 virtues, that actually has a skill buff associated with it, along with the an active or a passive buff as well. Yay.
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 Devotionals. Oh, placeable handheld musical instruments. This is their first foray into making handheld player items decorations. They picked handheld musical instruments because they're a nice small subset to experiment with as they work their way through the system. This means that you can now place lutes, harps, flutes, and tabor drums on the floor as decorations. And wait, it's time to test that. Where's my lute?
Place it down.
Oh, wait. Loot. YOLO's loot is now on the ground.
Now on the ground as decor. Very nice.
Yay.
So now you can open a music shop and put your wares out front for people to see. Shroud should be very happy for that one.
Then let's see. Also, we have the Shogun Homes. Don't forget, that also means the Shogun Bundle is available. That came out in release 38. Cobblestone and rough stone paver roadways. I already told you where to buy that. Don't forget, it is the blacksmith in Owl's Head.
The blacksmith.
The blacksmith. It is the NPC named Blacksmith. It is not Theo. It's the NPC named Blacksmith, and he's in the building next to Theo.
What's his name again?
I forgot. What was it?
The blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
I'm very confused. Andy's a blacksmith. Imagine that. If you go into the dialogue with him, he actually says, "I don't have a name yet."
It'd be cool if he was a blacksmith and his name was Taylor.
Ah, man. That's
John
corny.
Taylor.
Corny.
Blacksmith.
That's right. Yep.
That's
Taylor the blacksmith.
That's right.
So those
List. Write that down. Lord British.
Taylor.
Taylor the blacksmith.
How about Blacksmith Taylor?
Dad jokes. That's right.
So the Shogun Castle wall sets also on the add-on store. Those look really cool. The ornate steel chest. They created an ornate steel chest that's on the add-on store. The Greco-Roman statuary. There's a ton, and I mean a crap ton, of new items on the add-on store that came out last night.
And craftables.
Yes. Including the 3 nudes wall carving.
Uh-oh.
Or the
tell
woman's
Zeke.
bust sculpture.
Don't tell Zeke about that.
Laz is going to have these all over the lot soon.
Nah, man. I ain't got no walls to put this stuff on, I tell you.
He'll find a way to put it out there. He's going to be doing all kinds of things with the Doric column pedestal.
I want to see the autumn leggings. The autumn leggings picture.
Nut butter everywhere.
I did notice that there was a jar of oil next to Led Zepp as well as the nut butter.
Yes,
always
Led Zepp
handy.
likes to keep that stuff handy, I'm told.
The jar of
we'll
cooking
keep it
oil
handy
next
for
to
him.
his jar of
Hey, where's
nut
my
butter.
sheep?
It
Where's
assists
my
with the sheep,
sheep?
he says. I don't
Yes.
understand it.
You reminded me.
Yeah. So absolute crap ton of things added to the add-on store. Then from there, you ended up with all kinds of tabletop statues, all kinds of topiaries, bonsai plants, giant trees in every single variety. Then concept art rugs have been added.
Let's talk about the next one. A lot of people are going to love this next one.
Water decorations.
Water decorations for those of us who have water lots and want to put decor around. We now have decorations that we can put on our water lots.
Including a
Lobsters.
water platform and water platform, so you can go skinny dipping. The floating platform can be crafted in-game, and the ornate floating pattern platform is purchased in the add-on store. Water post, rope, fence set, and water post rope. Fence set gives players with water lots the ability to fence off their lot, and there's an ornate version in the add-on store. The kobold chest and ornate kobold chest are going to be in-game craftable or I should say, let's see, craftable and add-on store. Teletype animations. The avatar now animates typing on the keys while playing the teletype. Teletype also animates while turning gears and rotating paper. Container limits were released in release 38. I don't know why that wasn't just deleted. Shogun water bundles were released in release 38. Lots of home bug fixes. Room renting was delayed because dev time. Magic movers. That's what they should say. Magic movers. Release 38 raffle tickets. There were only 50 total deeds raffled off. So hopefully those winners will be released later this afternoon or tomorrow, and we will see what happens. In release 39, the raffle will have 30 deeds raffled off.
Getting smaller.
Yeah.
Too late.
Lots of new and updated dynamic POTs. The map's getting a little bit changed. Combat changes. They introduce the cover concept. Finally, only 2 years in the making. So being behind cover now decreases the amount of damage taken in combat. I did notice this on the QA server while I was running around some stuff, that I was receiving cover messages whenever I was being hit at or attempted to be hit by archers. This is something that Laz has a minor gripe to pick about. The utility bar with the non-combat bar, it will stay visible while you're in combat mode. So we can go ahead and demonstrate this for everybody on screen. If you go into combat mode, you'll notice that your non-combat bar is still visible, but if you actually have a few things that are not every spell is going to be available during combat, but you can eat while you're in combat mode.
Yes, now again, that's awfully small, and if it wasn't for the fact that I didn't have it already memorized what was down there, make it a little hard for those of us who have some slight vision problems. But
slight vision problems. If before the show, Guardian Spiff did put in a request for that, and Lord British has already jured that, I believe.
Yes. Now, of course, Guardian really is, seeing impaired compared to you and I, who are just wearing glasses. But we've heard it from a few people out there who have these problems as well.
And the blind.
I like the solution, but I don't care for it personally. Let's put it that way.
Hey, I've been asking for multiple hot bars, and I've been asking for all kinds of
put buffs on them.
I don't have time today to soapbox the
combat,
the deck system, so I'm not even going to go there. I dislike the deck system to begin with. I don't like it, and just making it bigger and making it like this, it doesn't add anything to my like for it. That's all.
Soapbox laws.
Yeah, I'm not soapboxing it. We got more content to cover and only 5-6 minutes to cover it in, and then we got to move on.
and Lord British does say that you are blind as a bat.
That's right. He knows.
But at the same time, Laz does not know how to use sonar yet. So that utility bar is in game.
Sonar.
You will have to. Yeah. No, we don't. But there are bats in the game now, although you can't kill them yet. They were flying around in crawl. Moving while fighting animations, they rebuilt the animation rig to better support animations for combat while moving. This should make animations during combat look much, much better. Weapon trail polish did have a polish pass. Ignite weapon effect was also polished. Your flaming sword has never looked more incredible than now. Poison refactor. This is something where there are a lot of new poisons, including the stinging poison,
lots and lots of
which
new
is
poisons. Gotta love
weaker than the existing poison damage over time. Deadly poison, which is on par with the existing poison. Numbing poison, which is a dexterity buff. Scorpion poison, which is an instant damage, which is also a strong damage. Paralyzing spider venom poison, instant damage, mild damage bonus, or mild damage plus attack speed debuff. Chaotic corruption poison, which randomizes the effect per hit like Chaos Bolt. And the festering death poison, greater poison plus a heal debuff, which is actually kind of cool for using in
I'm telling
PvP.
you, the amount of stuff that's coming in is just off the chain right now. Fast
I need to get those
furious.
I need to get those alchemy recipes for all the poisons.
Fast and furious.
Where is my poisoning
that
of the
light
bread?
At the end of the tunnel is getting bigger and brighter as we barrel towards it.
Yes.
Miracle, Laz can see.
Resurrection timer does appear.
Oh, the light's that bright, dude.
Yeah. Resurrection timer. Whenever you die, there is now a timer that says how long before you're automatically rezzed. Catapults and engineers and sieges are now attended by a team of Tier 8 engineers and guards who defend and operate the catapult. Only when 3 waves of engineers are killed will the catapult cease firing. Additionally, killing those engineers has a chance to yield a recipe for a tabletop catapult decoration and lots of lumber as loot. Note that killing the engineers is now what triggers the appearance of the liches, not destroying the catapults.
New.
More than 30 new artifacts have been added to the game, along with the first epic artifact. We wouldn't want to spoil that by telling you what they are. However, I have it. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no.
Kid. The Obsidian Book of Unlearning tooltip, they have now explained how to use that. The icon for spawn and protection, a buff icon now appears on your character when you have temporary immunity, first appearing in the screen. And if you look at the picture of that, you can see it next to...
Right. So I know we're supposed to have temporary immunity, but I know many a times I've dragged a mob to near a res point, died, and as soon as I res, they're killing me. I don't see no immunity.
That was going to be long.
I did that last night while getting attacked by cats and dogs, and I did notice that they were doing 0 damage for a good 10 seconds.
Yeah, we have a fight on our hands. Ooh, very interesting.
That was pretty badass.
That is pretty interesting. Let's see if we can get a better shot of this here.
Yeah, that weapon trail is pretty cool.
That's a big one, huh? That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Lord British has got a big one.
Well, if you also notice that the lighting coming off the sword, because it's now functioning as a better light source, and so it's actually creating a lot more light. So now, that's actually really cool.
Is that just a flaming sword, or is that the effect from the magic spell?
Ignite weapon.
The ignite
that
weapon
was ignite
spell.
weapon.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I have that spell. So very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I mean.
Yes.
So
of course, I'm never going to be able to see a target in front of me ever again now, but that'll be something else to talk about.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well,
you act like you.
It looks cool
I've
from
seen,
here,
I've seen
but I got to see what it looks like from a first-person point of view.
And they've added new sounds.
I've seen you play. I've seen you play.
Yeah, well.
Sideria said complain, complain, complain.
That's all right. So let's see, where were we? Air elementals are now immune to air magic. Damage interrupts eating. So if you take damage while eating, it will now interrupt your consumption, and you will have to resume eating again. Push for pole arms was they fixed the tooltip. Knock down and break armor. The skill has unique animations when using a two-handed bludgeon. Pets generate threat on the owner. Yes, so NBNN security is going to be put away permanently, because it's going to aggro generation from having your pet out is going to increase. So tamed summoned pets can now apply threat to the pet's owner. This makes it increasingly difficult for a pet to exclusively hold threat or aggro on enemies permanently, and they will now refocus upon the pet owners over the course of combat.
What?
I jump right in. I jump in ahead of my pet half the time. My pet just back up.
That's because your pet is in the way of everyone and everything.
When was the last time you were out hunting with me? So far back you can't even remember it.
2 weeks ago.
Oh boy.
2 weeks ago in Deep Ravenswood.
2 weeks ago in Deep Ravenswood.
Yeah.
God, even I don't remember that. Anyway.
See?
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
Shut up, Flash.
Hey, I will let you know I have less than 10,000 scrap to finish converting into
I
wood
believe
pulp.
it.
So they have locked the combat skills timer. Unlocked skills now have a proper cooldown time. Slow effects were refactored. Slow effects on ice-related skills received a significant math overhaul. The base value was reduced due to changes in maximum attainable attunement through gear.
Go on down. We'll stop at character.
Okay. So Puncture, Skewer, and Rend were also include a healing regen debuff that is placed on the target that slows and blocks healing. Belts are now their own type of gear and should show up as such in tooltips. Earth's Embrace, the math for the spell's movement slowing effect, has been reworked to be based on the square root of strength. The Ghost Scorpion is now properly flagged as an undead creature, so spells like Banish Undead will now work as expected. Water elementals are no longer immune to fire damage.
Nice.
They should now boil off. Ammunition refactor was delayed. Yeah, that's right. So we're stopping at character, or are we going to do
character? We're going to stop at
and...
character, because
okay.
We're running short of time here, and of course we know we can cram this in a little bit less time than we usually give it. So
don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about.
That's right. We got to give the boys and girls an update what's going on out in the world on release day today.
So we do have the community of the calendar hosted on nbnn.info at all times on it, our Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as New Britannia Time. VIP
Britannia Time.
Yeah, SodaCon stuff we'll wait until later. Today at noon, 3, 6, and midnight, around the clock, there are two idiots that don't know what they're doing as they misinterpret what they're reading on a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack on WRFB. Radio Free Britannia. And Laz missed his cue.
RFB. No, trying to move it on here. Jeez, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Today at 4 o'clock on Avatar's Radio, Golden Wings Going Country. At 7 p.m. on the Phoenix Republic is doing their PvE nights, which means that you need to contact Mal Hardy or Kazan Phoenix Fire for more information. At 7 p.m., WRFB has the 70s at 7.
RFB.
At 8 o'clock, this just in, DJ Justin is taking over the airwaves on WRFB.
WRFB.
With Unmedicated Schizophrenia, Part 2.
Part 2.
At 9 p.m., if you're interested in some PvP,
with the proper PvP-ness,
you need to contact Pestilence and go out to the town of Finchfield for Gladiator Wars. Registration lasts between 9 and 9:50, and the battles begin promptly at 10. At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Ember Flames taking over the airwaves with Temper Tantrum Tea Days, and the final event of the evening on WRFB.
WRFB.
Is the Record Room, covering oldies from 1946 through 74 with an awesome history lesson for each and every one of those tunes.
That's right. During every show, you'll get a short history lesson and learn a little bit about what happened back in the day.
From Harry and Tommy.
That's right.
And that's our community calendar in this for Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar. That's right.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Damn commercials.
I know. It's like I was told to blow through it, and I did. Today is February 23rd. Somewhere.
That's right.
All day
And
long.
of course.
Unless you're watching it on repeats.
Yes.
Don't.
Don't.
Come on.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know.
Killing me.
I'm killing you. I'm killing myself. I don't know what's going on over here.
And people are asking why the Grimy Traders song selection isn't that good.
Because this was a last minute thing so that we didn't have to figure out what the heck was going on without Spiff, and we would have some music that we could both hear today.
There's always Stones.
And what's wrong with Rolling Stones and Iron Maiden's Rime of the Ancient Mariner? And of course,
Play
Lord British's
Stones
favorites.
loop. I mean, how hard is
the
that?
Magic Dragon. Come on now.
That's
You
right.
got to play the crowd. You can't play your music. See, that's the problem. You play your music. I play to the crowd. Okay, there's a big difference there. But anyway,
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You would listen to Stones 24/7. We all.
When's
know
the last
this.
time? When's the last time I looped Stones?
Yesterday.
Did you notice that I did that at the crafting table the other day, and you never said a thing? For hours, I had Stones looped.
I was probably muted. Anyway, moving right along, NBNN is proud sponsor of SodaCon Austin 2017. If you need more information on SodaCon, go to sodaconaustin.org. And you can check out what's going on out there. Get your tickets, get your cloaks, all sorts of stuff out there. If you need more info, contact me. I'll tell you who to go talk to. And, of course, let's see if we got it today. Let's see. No, it's still screwed up.
I'm not even gonna try to. Well, okay, so it starts looping as soon as you open up OBS.
Okay.
So even though
I reset it to this first one and I stopped it, and when I restarted, it still
there is no stop button, dude.
What do you mean there's no stop button?
There is no stop button. If
I reset them and move them in positions and start them from the top again, it should start from the top, like you said, right?
Hey, I'm sitting and looking at WRFB right now, and it's. Imagine that it went straight to the grimy traders.
I don't know. Mine does going. That, but again, move.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm just showing them up on screen today. Of course, WRFB. You can catch our show in replays throughout the day. Thinking about changing that. We'll talk about that later. But WRFB, catch Unmedicated Schizophrenia Part 1, Part 2, Lunch with Laz and Jack, and of course, don't forget, Wake Up New Britannia with Wolfram Celine for your weekend morning show. GrimeyTraders.com, Grimey Traders Auction House, free to list, free to sell, free to buy, free to use. Go set your auction up and start selling your stuff at GrimeyTraders.com. See, now I'm waiting. Our good friends and sponsors over at the Auchenshire Markham Farms for your wholesale cotton, vegetables, reagents, and more. Also on the marketplace. Check them out. You need your materials. They've got stuff for you. Our good friend Jacob White over at SodaMap.com. SodaMap is truth, so says Lord British. Heard him say it with my own 2 ears. Introducing Soda Navigator, your mini GPS for getting around Shroud Avatar. Not to mention our good friends over at the BMC. They want you to come on down the Market Road and check out all the wares they got on all their vendors for all your crafting material needs. Located next to the Exeter Mines in the Quell region for your shopping convenience. Ben over at Relics by Rild, relicsbyrild.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. And if you want to save some money on that swag, use the promo code NBNN. Save 10% on checkout. And, of course, last but not least, our friends over at the Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs. Check. Is muted. I don't know.
Jack, hello.
It helps if I unmute my microphone and
Jack,
on some
Jack,
ice.
you there? Are you
there? I was trying to help people.
There? Hey, Jack.
Led Zepp, you're going to make me kill you. So, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. It's also the proud sponsor of the Iron Maiden's Cancer Relief Fund auction, or Chemo Relief Fund. Don't forget, if you contributed $100 or more to Iron Maiden's GoFundMe, you can participate in the auction. Those auctions are being monitored every single day, and there's more stuff coming up later this evening, like the Duke Keep. Lot Duke. Oh, yes, Duke Keep Lot Duke.
And let's forget, all of these auctions have a zero reserve. Zero
reserve. One of the things up there right now, the music pack is currently at $2, and I don't think whether people have realized that there's a Dark Star metronome included in this pack.
Very nice.
So, right now, someone's getting a Dark Star metronome for $2.
Yeah,
$2.
Seriously. $2. I mean, that's their first set of bids. So there is no reserve on any of these since the GoFundMe did meet its goal. which actually makes everything a lot better. So Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Each vendor is their own person. They're responsible for holding those items and distributing. The marketplace just provides a listing service for everybody. So if you are interested in becoming a vendor, you can always register for an account, and then on the left-hand side, click on vendor registration, plug in your information, name your store, and put in your PayPal address, and you can be in business.
And you have a store. That's right.
That's right. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Can't be simpler than that.
Lemon squeezy. Don't forget, also, we need to thank the most important people around here, and that's you guys.
You guys. Love you guys.
We couldn't do this show without you guys. Thank you for watching out on Twitch, YouTube, or listening on WRFB.
WRFB. Radio Free Britannia.
NBNN exclusive tomorrow, head shaving video.
Head shaving video.
We've got head shaving videos. We've got 5 mile costume runs. We got all sorts of stuff coming up to close out this fundraiser. And, of course, we got to thank you guys for stepping up to the plate to help out Doug. Far surpassed the 25K, and these auctions are going to bring in more, and we're going to tell you all about it as it closes, as it finalizes, as it happens right here on NBNN. So with that, we're going to go ahead and roll out of here so we can go ahead and play around in Release 39. Welcome to the new release. Don't forget, you're going to go ahead and get out the new download there. And then tomorrow, I believe, is the traditional Fire Lotus release party. We'll have more tomorrow. But meanwhile, we're going to get out of here. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, and the latest shenanigans right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll be back with more in the Weekend Roundup tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see y'all then.
Bye. Scrota's gonna die. Yes. Gonna die. Yay.
Zombies. Kissy pancakes.
Death to Scrota. Death to Scrota. Why? What did Scrota do this